Today I'm making rasgulla and exploring the chemistry that makes it possible. To begin, I have gathered my ingredients. First, I have milk, water, sugar for dipping syrup, refined flour for kneading the chhena, sugar for cooking syrup, refined flour for making the slurry to add in syrup, vinegar diluted with water are key agent for protein denaturation. Let's start by preparing the sugar syrup. The process starts by dissolving sugar in water over medium heat. As the mixture heats, the water molecule move faster, allowing sugar to dissolve easily. When it becomes slightly sticky, the syrup is ready. This syrup helps the rasgullas absorb sweetness later. The viscosity of the syrup also affects how well it penetrates the sponge-like structure of the rasgulla. Next, I prepare another sugar syrup for cooking the rasgulla. This syrup will remain at a steady boil while cooking, helping balls expand and achieve the iconic spongy texture. Now comes the scientific part, the transformation of milk. I pour the milk into a pan and start heating it gently. Milk is heated to about 80 to 85 degrees Celsius. कागज के दो पंख लेके उड़ा चला जाए रे जहां नहीं जाना था ये वहीं चला हाय रे. Heating protein increases the kinetic energy or energy of motion within them so that they start vibrating more and more initially. More heat, more motion. Eventually, if enough heat is applied, the molecular motion will cause the bonds that keep the protein folded to break the knots of fern, and the protein denature returns to their primary chain-like structure. Once the milk is hot, turn off the flame. Avoid putting direct vinegar in the hot milk, which may lead to harder chhena. Let it rest for 2 minutes. Once the milk is hot but not boiling, I begin to add diluted vinegar slowly. Adding an acid like vinegar or lemon juice changes the milk's pH level. This shift in pH causes the denatured protein to lose their stability, and they begin to aggregate, separating from the liquid part, which we call whey. Within seconds, you can see the milk curdling, and this curdled mass is what we call chhena, the base of our rasgulla. The mixture visibly separates into white solids and yellowish liquid. The mixture is passed through a muslin cloth to strain the solids. Washing with cold water removes any leftover acid and prevents overcurdling.
Then squeeze out the excess water. Here, moisture control is essential. Too much water will make the chhena weak and cause rasgullas to break during boiling. Too little will make them dry and hard. The goal is to maintain a soft, playable texture with enough moisture. After resting for few minutes, the chhena is transferred to a clean surface. Kneading helps distributing moisture evenly and align the protein chains. This gives elasticity to the dough, allowing it to expand during cooking.
कागज के दो पंख लेके उड़ा चला जाए रे जहां नहीं जाना था ये वहीं
A
चला हाय
small
रे
pinch of
उम्र
refined
का
flour
ये
is
ताना
added
बाना
as a binding
समझ
agent.
न पाए रे
The
जुबां
dough
पे जो
should turn out
मोह
smooth,
माया
soft, and
नमक
lump free
लगाए
dough.
रे के देखे न भाले न जाने न दायरे दिशाहारा কেমন বোকা মনটা
Once the
রে
dough stops sticking the plate, stop the kneading process. The kneaded chena is rolled into small balls. Each one must be smooth and free of cracks. This step may look simple, but it's actually about structure and surface tension. If there are cracks, the steam will get released and the rasgullas will collapse while cooking.
प्रेम कोई सेंध लागे अगर मगर बारी बारी जिया को यूं उछाले जिया नहीं गेंद लागे माटी को ये चंदन सा माथे पे सजाए रे जुबां पे जो मोह माया नमक लगाए रे के देखे न भाले न जाने न दाए रे दिशाहारा কেমন বোকা
After 2 minutes, I add a light slurry made with refined flour and water. This helps trap steam and maintain constant heat inside the pan. During the 15 minutes of gentle boil, the heat and pressure cause the air and water molecules inside the rasgulla to expand, making them double in size. This is a perfect example of both physical and chemical change working together. Once the rasgullas are done, turn off the flame and let it rest for 10 to 15 minutes. Then I carefully transfer them to the warm dipping syrup. Here, they soak and absorb the syrup beautifully, turning light, juicy, and flavorful. Now, let the rasgullas rest for some time, minimum for half an hour, and max you can keep it overnight.
कागज के दो पंख लेके उड़ा चला जाए रे जहां नहीं जाना था ये वहीं चला हाय रे उम्र का ये ताना बाना समझ न पाए रे जुबां पे जो मोह माया नमक लगाए रे के देखे न भाले न जाने न दाए रे दिशाहारा কেমন বোকা মনটা রে फतेह करे किले सारे भेद जाए दीवारे प्रेम कोई सेंध लागे अगर मगर बारी बारी जिया को यूं उछाले जिया नहीं गेंद